just going to do a short session with Boston this afternoon. He was very, very tender when we went up to the arena a couple of days ago, and I didn't have time at that point to actually, excuse me, Scooby, to have a look at what was going on. I just presumed that it was something to do with the fact that we had taken a lot of sole out of his feet, and so that he, didn't have the calloused sole there, and he doesn't do a lot of running around by himself. And with Scooby in the paddock with him, I think they've been doing quite a bit more. So I was just assuming that. Can you go that way, please? I was assuming that he was just tender because he's been doing more running around. So I'm trialling a product called Who Farmer at the moment, and that is the idea of it is that it basically creates a layer on the sole that emulates sole callus. So essentially it helps kind of protect the sole and stop it from exfoliating as quickly, and also allows the horse to be more comfortable when going barefoot. What I found today when I was actually putting the Who Farmer on this foot is that he's actually got a hole down here which could potentially be an abscess that's come out. He does have, when the foot's clean, he also has a bit of seedy toe here, so that indicates that his mineral levels haven't been as good as they could be. So he's lacking some minerals that allows for the hooves to be that little bit compromised. So he's now got a layer of Who Farmer on, just on his front feet at this point. And I'm not actually going to take him up the arena because we've just had probably 3 or 4 inches of rain. So our arena is going to be too wet to go on at the moment. So I'm just going to do a short groundwork session here. If we can get Scooby to move out of the way. And just kind of watch how he's moving and what he does. So ask him to move. So this way he seems to be quite okay with going. Now whether he's kind of quieter this way because his foot's been a bit sore. I won't know until we actually get him out and do some more work out in the arena with him. So here we're just reminding him of the stuff that we've been doing, which is listening to the lead, moving when asked. And Scooby, can you move too, please? Thank you. So this way. Staying out from me, keeping my personal space. Telling Scooby to keep his personal space. Good boy. Now going this way. Out from me. Hey, move over. Move over. Thank you. So here, while the ground is soft, he appears to be walking fairly well. Come on, Scooby. Yeah. And stop. Good boy. So something else that showed up today, at one point when we were working on his feet, he put his head down. I'd given him some hay to kind of munch on while we were getting organised, and he put his head down and put his foot on the lead. Now that created quite a bit of alarm for him. He tossed his head up and kind of reared, half reared backwards, which is quite a common response that you see in most horses that haven't been taught how to be soft with the lead. So what I'd like to work a little bit on now, again it's something we can do nice and quietly without kind of creating any too much stress for him, is that softness. So with that, what I actually want to do is take the lead and have him follow the lead. And then I'll take it this way and have him follow the lead. And take it this way and have him, thanks Scooby, follow the lead. Good boy. And then we'll work on backing up. So with backing up, I take my hand so that my thumb is pointing towards the horse, in nice and close. So I take a little bit of pressure, and when he gives with his nose is when I release. Right, so he's giving there. So I want to establish that as the right thing to do. So if I take some pressure, right, so he's moving his feet now, but he's not actually giving with his nose. He's kind of forgotten that one. So I'll just take a gentle sideways with the halter. There, we've got just a little bit of a drop. Now if we work on this for a bit, that will help us with our treading on the lead, causing a freak out problem. So a little bit sideways, and there was a fraction of softness there. Asking him to go back, a little bit of sideways. A little bit of sideways, so I'm not getting any softness. There. So the softness at this point is pretty subtle. Good. A little hard to see sometimes. Good boy. So at this stage I'm not so concerned about whether his feet are actually moving. What I'm looking for is that he is soft and he is getting flexible through here. So loosening in the pole, because ultimately what we want is to be able to turn from here. Right. So there's not really any turn there at the moment. Right. So we want this spot here to be the flexible spot, and one of the first exercises for that is softening with the nose. And soften with the nose, and soften. So sometimes we get some feet with it. As he gets better at it, then we combine the feet and the softness, and we'll ask for a bit more, and that then creates our soft backup under saddle. Good boy. And to go with that softness then, we ask for forward. Right? Because no point in just being able to go backwards, we want to be able to go forwards as well. And we break it up so that we can end up with a horse that is lovely and soft and makes space for us with his feet when he's asked to. Good boy. Big sigh. So again, thumb towards the horse, hand over the halter, and bringing his head in lovely there. So, as he gets better at it, then I can release between each step. Each time he softens. And go to just using my finger to create the backwards movement. And then some forwards. And as he comes forward, I want him to think about where his feet are going. So he's going around me and start to drop his head. Right. These are all things that will really help when he's just kind of wandering around and he puts his foot on the lead rope. Instead of panicking about it and kind of having this great big kind of fear reaction, he can just think about what he's doing and think, oh, I need to move my feet to go with the lead, and then it's all good. Good boy. So then we might go the other way. And what we can then start to do, so I'm not kind of getting any softness here right at the moment. Looking for a slight head drop. And then we might stop, and we might go back a couple of steps. Good boy. So the other benefit with getting the head to flex at the pole here is that it relieves tension that might be held in the pole, and he was quite tight in there. It also then starts to lift the back. And make him use his back muscles, which then also starts to build the top line, which we want for when he's under saddle. So now we ask for forward. Good boy. And we always release. Ask him to go round. And we might try backing again. Soft. Soft, sort of soft, almost soft. Ah, beautiful. Good boy. Well done. Forward. Around me. Stop and back. And some softness. Looking for softness. Looking for softness. There it is. Good boy. Hello, Scooby. Yes. Don't run over me. Don't run over me. You need to move your feet when I ask. Thank you. Good boy. So, we might ask to go this way. Move your feet. Move your feet. And always looking for softness. Softness will get us out of so many problems. Softness is your stop and a saddle. Ah, beautiful. Good job. Softness is your horse that will back slowly off your float. Softness is your horse that you can ask to move just a fraction without worry. And it is a beautiful thing. So forward. So I'm liking there that he's not pulling against me when I'm asking. Switch to backing up. Still waiting for the head to come in. Up and going, it flies. Straighten him up a little bit. Yes. It's like, can I go for dinner now? I know there's dinner up there. Yes. Nice big sigh. Okay. I think that's a pretty good short session for tonight. So, how's our new farmer looking on this foot? Look. Scooby, no. Okay, so yep, I think it's on there. I think it's solid and set. So once it dries out a little bit tomorrow, we'll see how it looks. And Scooby is attempting to be helpful, apparently. Going to conduct the next session. Yo. Really? Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, that's it for this session.